Welcome to IDB, everyone. It is Andrew here, and we have the new iPhone 8 Plus with us today. We're going to look at 15 top features for the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. Everything we see in these two phones is also going to be available in the iPhone 10. We're also going to just focus on everything new to these phones. So anything that's iOS related that is going to be coming to older models, we're not going to touch on. So we're just going to focus on what's exclusive to the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and iPhone 10. Starting with the brand new all-glass body. While the form factor is pretty much the exact same as the iPhone 7 and even the iPhone 6, this is really a new kind of body because the back of the phone is now all made out of glass. It still has that hardened aluminum edge going around it, which is going to help for drop protection and stuff like that. And the glass on the back is the same glass that is on the front of the phone. It comes in 3 new colors, which is going to be that space gray, silver, as well as gold. Because it's glass, it also adds a little bit more weight, which definitely feels good in your hand and a lot less slippery than the iPhone 7 was. We also have an all new base storage. Instead of starting out at 32 gigs like it did in the past, or even smaller as it did before, the base model is now 64 gig, which is great because of all those new 4K shooting modes and how much storage is starting to take up. Bluetooth has been upgraded to take advantage of the new 5.0 protocol. This was released in December of 2016, but is now just starting to show up in devices like the iPhone as well as accessories. It doubles the data bandwidth that you can now handle over Bluetooth, as well as quadrupling the range. You can now have compatible devices connected over 800 feet away, which is pretty insane as far as a Bluetooth accessory like a speaker would do. Of course, you do need to have a compatible accessory to actually use it. It won't work just by itself. You do need to have an actual Bluetooth 5.0 accessory to take advantage of that new range. Apple started including stereo speakers with the iPhone not that long ago, and they did so by repurposing the headphone speaker, the one near the top. And now it is louder than ever and a lot more bass. You won't really think it makes a huge difference just making it a little bit louder, but it is now 25% louder than before, and the bass is a substantial boost over the past. It definitely just sounds all around better. I always had problems even when on the 7, the headset, the speaker was not that loud. It really just sounded like it was coming out of those grills on the right hand side of your phone, but now it feels more balanced, louder overall, with more bass behind it. While we're looking at video stuff, we now have support for Dolby Vision as well as HDR10. These are 2 HDR protocols. Both of them work great. Dolby Vision is a little bit better, and you can tell by noticing any video that you have through, whether it's through Netflix, which has support for it, or through the iTunes Store. You'll notice that HDR or Dolby Vision logo right near the top. Still no 4K support, cannot watch a 4K video on here, but you definitely can watch HDR content. All of that is thanks to the new display, which is now brighter and better than ever. That includes the adoption of True Tone, which we've previously only seen in the iPads like the iPad Pro. What this does is it takes the temperature of the room, whether it's more warm light or cool light, and adjusts the display to match that. This reduces stress on the eye. You're not really going to notice it because it's supposed to happen in the background passively, but it makes a huge difference. We have new upgraded cameras as well, while they're still only 12 megapixels. They sport a larger, faster sensor, a new color filter, and deeper pixels for sharper photos. Thanks to all that and an Apple-designed ISP or image signal processor on the A11 Bionic, you're going to see overall better photos, especially in low light. Speaking of lighting, on the 8 Plus, where you have the actual dual lens for portrait mode, there's a new beta version of portrait lighting. Basically, it replicates fancy DSLR and lighting techniques such as natural light, studio light, contour light, and stage light, and mono versions of some of those as well. They look really stunning, and you can even alter them after the fact. Though it only works on new photos taken, it does not work on any previous photos that you maybe have taken in portrait mode. The flash has also been slightly upgraded. It's still that quad LED True Tone flash, but it now has something called slow sync. Basically, it gives you more uniform lighting across your picture. This means you use a longer shutter opening and a slowed down flash that exposes the image better, but allows you to have proper lighting on your subject. I was never a huge fan of using a flash on my phone, so I'll definitely be interested to see if this improves the quality. Video capture has been upgraded thanks to that new fancy processor. It is able to capture more video modes than it could in the past. That includes the slow-mo mode. It can now record up to 240 frames a second at 1080p or just 120 seconds. And for 4K, you can do up to 60 frames per second for 4K. So some drastic improvements are there if you like to shoot slow-mo or 4K footage. The new Apple-designed GPU is a lot faster. This tri-core GPU is 30% faster than the A10 Fusion graphics processor was. This should help with a lot of new applications, including stuff like AR, which looks really cool. Here's just one of the random games that you can play where you literally stack a bunch of blocks in real life and just keep tapping and the tower gets bigger. You can move around the tower. All this looks really good. All of it is helped by that brand new GPU, as well as the A11 Bionic. The A11 Bionic, which is nothing more than a marketing name, is Apple's newest processor. It has 6 cores, 4 of them are efficiency cores, so they use your battery life efficiency, and they're 70% faster than the A10 was. And there's 2 high performance cores, which are what you really need when you're doing stuff like AR, video editing, and the ilk. And those are 25% faster than the ones in the A10 were. Based on what we've seen, the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and the iPhone 10 are all crazy fast. In fact, in Geekbench scores, they are scoring faster than a MacBook Pro, the 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is pretty incredible. We also have a brand new Apple Performance Controller. That helps decide where your battery life goes and can speed stuff up or down when you need it. Overall, you're not really going to experience a lot of extra battery life though, because Apple was able to decrease the battery size on the inside to make room for other cool features like wireless charging. So that is our 14th new feature on the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 10. Wireless charging allows you to kind of charge your phone wirelessly using a compatible wireless charger like this RAV Power one, anything that uses that cheap protocol. Currently, it can charge your phone at 5 watts, which is not super great. Basically, it's the same as the charger that comes with your phone, speed-wise. But hopefully in the future, later this year, Apple will be enabling faster wireless charging that can go up to 7.5 watts, which is definitely faster, but not the fastest you can do. If you are really looking to top off your phone fast, you can use Fast Charge. On the 8 and 8 Plus, you can now plug your phone in using a compatible lightning cable and charge your phone up to 50% in less than 30 minutes. It's pretty great, but there are some restrictions to it. You need a lot faster charger than what comes with your phone in the box. You actually need to use one of the MFI approved Lightning to USB-C cables. Currently, the only one out there is the one made by Apple, but use that and a USB-C charging brick like the one that comes with your MacBook or MacBook Pro. You can charge 50% in less than 30 minutes. So there you have it, 15 great new features, the best features of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Of course, there are other smaller things in there, like support for additional satellites that'll bring location services to previous areas that were kind of left in the dark. And let's not forget all the amazing improvements that came with iOS 11. So be sure to check out all of our other videos on iOS 11 and our upcoming video on the iPhone 10. Let us know what you think of the 8 Plus down below in the comments. I would really appreciate it if you could click on that big red subscribe button. And until next time, this is Andrew for IDB.